Hey there, this is Joy, and today I will be showing you 3 different cards and a few different ways to add sparkle to them. For my first card, I made a bouquet background with bulbs and a sentiment. You can see the description as well as refer to my blog for the complete list of supplies. I started by die cutting the sentiment using the stacked Mary Die-namics 3 times from red cardstock. I then stuck the sentiments together using art glitter glue. Next, I masked the alphabets on one side and then inked the lower portion of the rest of the alphabets using fire brick and aged mahogany distress inks. I repeated this step for all the alphabets. Next, I applied snow on the sentiment. I prefer to apply the snow before sticking it on the card panel as I do not want the snow on the card front. After that, I die cut the bulbs from Neenah Solar White 110 pounds cardstock and the top of the bulbs using glitter cardstock. I inked the bulbs using Citrus Burst, fresh dye ink and my blending brush. Then I inked all the bulbs using Amber Blaze fresh dye ink. I also inked the edges of the base of the bulbs using Citrus Burst and Amber Blaze fresh dye inks. I repeated this step one more time. Next, I assemble the bulbs using art glitter glue. I then stuck the top portion of all the bulbs. To add dimension to all the bulbs, I added glossy accent to all of them and let them dry completely. I wanted to create a bouquet background for my card panel, so I started by inking an A2 cardstock using grass fields, Shadow Creek, and Mountain Pine fresh dye inks and my small ink blending brush. I applied the inks randomly on the cardstock. When inking the background, I use a postage sheet to protect my hand as well as the cardstock. I repeated this step a few more times till the entire background was colored. Do not worry if the inks have not blended well, as this will give a better effect when we add the bouquet. If you are new to the term bouquet, it refers to a photography technique that involves blurring the lights in the background, creating a circular appearance. This gives a beautiful effect and makes the subject of the photograph stand out. Did you know a bouquet can be in different shapes as well? When I was in photography school, we used to cut out different shapes in the center of a small round paper that we would place in front of the lens, and we got bouquets in shapes like hearts, Christmas trees, and stars, to name a few. So, next time you are making a background for your card, you can try making different shaped bouquets as well. Next, I used the large sprinkle dot stencil by Hero Arts along with the unicorn pigment ink to create the bokeh effect. This stencil is perfect to create this effect because of the different shaped circles. However, bokeh backgrounds can be made using the same size circles as well. I applied the white ink darker in some areas and lighter in some. I use postage sheets to cover some areas of the stencil so I don't accidentally ink them. After that, I stuck the merry sentiment and the bulbs on the card panel using art glitter glue. Lastly, I stuck the panel on an A2 card base. I hope this video inspires you to create, and if it does, please tag me at Handcrafted by Joy on Instagram. I would love to see your cards. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you soon. Until then, live creatively and spread the joy of handmade art.